Hey guys, Justin of the Ottawa Expositor, and guess who Snoop Dogg is supporting for next year's election? Check it out.
Question is for Snoop. I know that last presidential election in 2012, he was a big supporter of Ron Paul, and he ended up voting for Obama. I just wanted to see what his views on, this coming election in 2016 is.
A lot of election questions tonight on the show.
Well, I like to be politically correct, but sometimes I'm politically incorrect. But I'll say that I would love to see a woman in office because I feel like we're at that stage in life to where we need a perspective other than the male train of thought, and just to have a woman speaking from a global perspective as far as representing America. I would love to see that. So I'll be voting for Miss Clinton.
Okay, very good.
So, I don't know if you're as fuming as I am, but like, that is got to be the dumbest reason I have ever heard for why anybody would want to vote for someone. And I'm not talking about women, I'm not talking about men, races, or anything like that, because this is the same thing with Barack Obama. Like, this is about you're choosing who you want to lead the country based on what they were born as. Okay? And you're completely sidestepping everything that they do in their life because you have that veil over your eyes that because they're a woman, because they're a man, because they're white, because they're black, whatever, that they're going to do what you think that they're going to do. Right? Like, this guy is a fucking sellout. Like, you don't get any bigger of a sellout than that. I don't think he's that dumb. I think he's trying to play on the people who are that dumb. I mean, what was his reason? For we should have a male perspective. Like, so, women, he's trying to tell you what the real woman perspective is, by the way. That's what's going on. If you want to, you got to agree with her because she's the woman perspective. Like, take a look at this. This is what she is about, the global perspective that Snoop Dogg was talking about. Ever hear of the CFR?
Oh, thank you very much, Richard, and I am delighted to be here in these new headquarters. I have been often to, I guess, the mothership in New York City, but it's good to have an outpost of the council right here down the street from the State Department. We get a lot of advice from the council, so this will mean I won't have as far to go to be told what we should be doing and how we should think about the future. I mean, Richard just gave what could be described as a mini version of my remarks in talking about the issues that confront us. But I look out at this audience filled with not only many friends and colleagues, but people who have served in prior administrations. And so there is never a time when the inbox is not full. Shortly before I started at the State Department, a former Secretary of State called me with this advice: don't try to do too much. And it seemed like a wise admonition if only it were possible. But the international agenda today is unforgiving. 2 wars, conflict in the Middle East, ongoing threats of violent extremism and nuclear proliferation, global recession, climate change, hunger and disease, and a widening gap between the rich and the poor.
Well, there you go, see? She just gets told what she should be doing when it comes to the State Department. Like, how to run the United States of America, especially where she deals with foreign policy, Like, anybody remember Benghazi? If anybody still believes in this two-party thing, or in we need a male leader more than a female leader, or that we need a female leader more than a male leader, that one is better than other. No, a leader is a better leader than a follower. And when you believe Snoop Dogg that she is just carrying forth the woman perspective because she was born with a vagina instead of a penis, right? And that she's not just completely bought up, like he is, right? Then I'm sorry, you're a follower. We don't need them. We don't need them. She's a follower. She just admitted she's a follower of what she's told that she should be doing. How glad she is in the mothership. The mothership of what? Do you guys know what the CFR is? For anybody who is accustomed to my channel that haven't looked into it, it's basically how the U.S. is going to be introduced into multilateralism. Okay? I did something on this, John Beard, where I released that clip as well. And this is what they're doing. They're looking to take away your sovereignty, and while they're doing that, while they're taking away any autonomy that you have left, they're going to make sure you keep fighting about male, female, black, white, no importance whatsoever to anything at all, as long as they get things and people to fight against each other, rather than researching these idiots, these absolute sellouts. There's nothing worse in this world than a sellout. Who needs shills when you have them? Snoop Dogg. Dog. This has been the Auto Expositor.